Team Mozambique, Team Zambia, and Team Bermuda, playing against the Blue Alliance, Team Austria, Team Bahamas, and Team Croatia.
Now, we talked about Croatia in that feature video, but as a nation, they actually plan to install 70 megawatts of hydrogen production facilities by the year 2030. So they're going to be trying to increase their share, not just of hydrogen horizons at home, but certainly in this game as they compete here for the first round of today.
We're starting to see action both inside the reservoir, but also moving the hydrogen tank for the Red Alliance. I love starting to see how each team begins the match with a different strategy that's best for what fits their robot.
And we're going to be talking about some components of the field in addition to how these robots are working. Right now you see in the Red Alliance, that robot working towards the oxygen accumulator. Hopefully it dumps all those oxygen particles there, because that's really the only way that you can actually get those particles into eventually a points mode. You're seeing those teams puck those balls across the field as we speak.
And we were talking about yesterday the different types of mechanisms that each team has been able to develop. What we were seeing earlier in that team, I'm not really sure if it was Zambia or Mozambique for the Red Alliance, they decided to take an approach of having like a basket where they carried both types of atoms and then deposit it on either the hydrogen tank or the electrolyzer. It looks like we also have a shooter on the field from one of the other teams. It's just displays the creativity from every different nation.
And in terms of creativity, again, you got to be very flexible in your mindset and how you adapt to this very game. So I suspect as teams went home yesterday, they reflected with their groups in the hotel, albeit exceptionally tired. But I think right now these 6 teams look eager and ready to compete.
Yeah, tired but just excited, you know, with the energy, with just the nerves that come overall. I don't think they're closing an eye at night.
Certainly not with the horns that you hear in the background. That's indicative of what's referred to as end game. So for those of you at home, that's the last 30 seconds of play where we will likely see these robots try to get back into that middle hydrogen hub and support themselves on that top bar.
Yeah, some of the teams that we're seeing with the Red Alliance are going to try to locate their hydrogen tank perfectly aligned under the oxygen accumulator in order to get the perfect energy conversion points. We're seeing them go back to the reservoir. They want to get those final end game points, and the match is done. We're going to have to see what our scorekeepers, what our referees think about the final score today.
Each of these teams got a couple of matches yesterday. This is the first for each of these 2 regional alliances today. A lot more action to come here from Singapore Expo, but we are awaiting those final scores. That ticker tape at the bottom is trying to update as quickly as possible, but there's a lot of tabulation that has to happen behind the scenes as these referees make their way onto the field.